The following procedure will illustrate the correct way to set up the steering system to ensure maximum performance. Although this is generally set at the factory, adjustments may need to be made by the pre-service technician. With the firewall removed, grab the steering bar and apply input to both left and right side. Observe the plunger pins and how they react. In the example shown, you will notice the left-hand plunger pin pops out of position and no longer sits in the pocket of the steering cams. This is due to an irregularity in the steering setup. The first thing we want to do is loosen off each stop collar on the plunger pins so that they slide freely on the pin. On models that utilize the mechanical handbrake, slacken off the brake cable that runs across the two steering arms below. To do this, you will need to loosen off the jam nut on the adjustable part of the cable and thread the adjustment counterclockwise. Make sure the steering arms are completely at their rearmost position. You can tell this by looking at the position of the roll pins and how they are contacting the shoulders of both steering arms. Adjust the steering handlebar so that it is parallel with the dash and hold it in that position while performing the next few steps. Ensure that the plunger pins are completely seated into the pockets of the steering arms. With all of this criteria met, slide the locking collars up against the steering column stops and secure with the set screws. Make sure to reapply blue 243 Loctite to each set screw. Reach into the engine compartment from the firewall area and pull back the rubber boot on each master cylinder. Take note of the relationship between the master cylinder piston and the master cylinder bore. The piston should be flush with the top of the bore. If adjustment is necessary, crack loose the jam nut on the adjustable plunger pins and thread the pins either in or out to meet specifications. Retighten the jam nuts and reinstall the rubber boots. Readjust the handbrake cable clockwise until the slack has been removed from the cable between the two steering arms. You should still be able to slightly turn the handbrake pulley by hand. Do not over-adjust as you don't want it to start pulling the steering arms on. Retighten the jam nut and check the handbrake park lever that it locks into position.